Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, pilot Jack Rulin in Skycam 16, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark, and Joe Zone on sports. This is Newswatch 16.
170 new office jobs will be available in our area within the next year and a half. That's because Nabisco Brands broke ground today for a new financial services center here at the Hanover Industrial Estates. This is Skycam 16's view of the 21-acre site in Hanover Township. More than 50 local government leaders were on hand for today's groundbreaking ceremony in this part of Luzerne County. Officials say 280 people who right now handle some of the company's accounting at Nabisco's building in Wilkes-Barre will be moved here, and 170 new jobs will be created. Wilkes-Barre city officials tell us they don't mind losing workers because they say anything that benefits Luzerne County ultimately benefits the city.
Newswatch 16 continues with Philadelphia's garbage. Will it be dumped here in northeast Pennsylvania?
Plus, later on, we'll have another 16 salute to a woman who overcame her handicap to help others do the same.
Has vibrant greens, brilliant blues, the crispest reds, an incredibly lifelike sound? Only RCA. Introducing Full Spectrum Television, the only full stereo TV to process 100% of the audio-video signal, all the color, all the sound, all the time. Bringing the magic of life right into your living room. Full stereo, Full Spectrum Television.
Hurry to these locations and get a $75 rebate now during Video Value Spectacular.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got the best for so much less. You really flip your lid. From bikes to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is.
Gee whiz!
I don't want to grow up, because baby, if I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. More games, more toys. Oh boy, I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
The city of Philadelphia says the answer to its garbage disposal problem is to bring it here to the Scranton area.
But as Newswatch 16's Kathy Bellich reports live from our Scranton newsroom, the Philadelphia trash may hit a roadblock on its way here. Kathy?
Well, the city of Philadelphia is trying to close a deal to have its garbage, maybe as much as 750 tons a day, brought here to a Lackawanna County landfill.
Keystone Landfill in Dunmore is the place we're talking about. It's also the place where most of Lackawanna County's garbage goes. That's why County Planning Commissioner Rocco Campagna is worried.
The amount of concern would be in direct proportion to the amount of garbage coming up from Philadelphia.
Campagna says the county is relying on the Keystone Landfill for 5 more years by contract until the county gets a plant in operation that will burn the trash and turn it into energy.
If the 300-ton figure that was announced became a fact, then the landfill would be filled up in 2.5 years and not 5. If it were 700, then in about 18 months or 2 years from now, the landfills would be totally occupied.
Now, Philadelphia Street Commissioner Abraham Michaels tells us an agreement's been reached, all but signatures on a contract to haul Philadelphia's garbage here to Dunmore. Michaels says the deal involves a hauler in his area that claims it has unlimited access to the Keystone landfill. In effect, he says Philadelphia will pay the hauler for its space at this landfill, but that Philadelphia will use its own trucks to haul the garbage here. Now, a spokesman at Keystone Landfill says there is no written contract, but it does business with the hauler. Keystone is also saying that it has no room for Philadelphia's garbage and it just won't accept it. Kathy Bellich, Newswatch 16, live from the Scranton newsroom.
Thank you, Kathy. Our chief meteorologist, Tom Clark, is next with his forecast.
It was so cold last night, Tom.
Boy, I'll say. But there's something strange. According to my calendar, it's still autumn.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that way.
It doesn't feel like it. Well, when we come back, I'll tell you how much longer this cold snap will last.
Introducing the luxury van from Celebrity Coach. Unlike ordinary vans, this van was converted for luxury, comfort, and seating not available in a car or wagon. With 10 years experience, Celebrity Coach is northeastern Pennsylvania's largest custom van manufacturer, with vans already converted or available for conversion. The luxury van, only from Celebrity Coach, Route 11 Larksville, just outside of Wilkes-Barre. Dealer inquiries welcome.
Yeah, as I was telling Tom after we went to that commercial, I'm ready to do some gardening yet. My wife's a green thumber. I dig the hole, she puts the bulbs, and we have tulips to plant yet, Tom.
Nolan, forget about gardening for about 6 months, would you? Man, I'll tell you, the ground is getting rock hard in the backyard tonight. Temperatures in the teens last night in the suburbs, 2 above out in Lopez at the crack of dawn today. And before I begin, I want to say hi to the first grade students who came to visit Noreen and I here at the Newswatch 16 Weather Center from the Apple Tree School in 40 Fort. I know they're all watching tonight. Outside now we have a mostly clear sky overhead. Look at that temperature. 28 degrees. Humidity is 60%. The wind northwest at 9 gives us a wind chill factor of 14. The barometer now is rising, getting up there quite high. Range in temperature 30 and 20 today. 75 the record high, 64 1 year ago. And how about that? Photographer Bernie Jellig found himself in a man-made blizzard today at the Camelback Ski Resort in the Poconos. Yeah, jet spray of liquid water freezing into ice crystals up that way, getting ready for the ski season. In case you're interested, the coldest temperatures on record here at the National Weather Service office in Avoca are 19 for a daytime temperature and 6 above at night. Those are the extremes of cold, and that happened at 6 back in 1938. Now, the latest cloud photograph coming up next, and it shows the snow flurry clouds over Pennsylvania. 21, a record low in Philadelphia this morning. 3 below the coldest temperature in the nation up at International Falls, Minnesota this morning. Now, this cold flow of Canadian air will come to an end on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. Then some warmer air will begin to move in, and that storm system out there will spread some clouds in later on in the week, but not much more than that. Here's my forecast for tonight. A battery drainer, if you will. Plenty cold, just as cold as last night, if not a few degrees colder. A few snow flurries in the northern counties this evening. Scranton, 19 below, 36 tomorrow's high. Buck Township in the Poconos, 12 and 32. Ringtown, 15 and 38. Montoursville, 18 and 38, the range. Now, the sunrise and sunset times for tomorrow, 7 o'clock, and the sun sets at 4:41. Clear tonight. Sunshine tomorrow, 36 the high. Thanksgiving Day, a nice day. Plenty of sunshine. Light winds, 42. Cloudy Friday. Saturday should be okay. No rain or ice, no snow or ice on Saturday. Karen and Nolan, put another log in the fire, would you?
I don't have a fireplace, Tom.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's really too bad.
Yeah,
in the heater, then.
What can you do?
Coming up, Joe Zone has the new college football rankings.
Plus, Joe starts his previews of this weekend's high school football playoff games.
Hi, I'm Mike Stevens, and this is Steve Smallwood, the photographer for Newswatch 16's On the Pennsylvania Road series.
And on November 23rd, the day after Thanksgiving, we're doing a special half-hour show at 7 o'clock here on WNEP.
It's a show filled with music and fun and lots of old-time traditions.
Traditions like turkey on Thanksgiving Day.
I wouldn't say that so loud if I were you, Steve.
Friday night at 7 here on WNEP 16.
Lots of people think 1938 was a very good year because that's when Sugermans delivered their first appliance. Of course, Sugermans continued to grow, and by 1949, the television industry was on the move, with Sugermans leading the way. Sugermans is still growing, delivering TVs and all kinds of appliances to you and your neighbors. Sugermans gives you a huge selection of name-brand products with free choice of color and free delivery. Come to Sugermans to shop today. You can be sure that they'll be around to serve you tomorrow.
Well, let's find out where the college teams stand.
Boy, that number 1 has changed about 5 different times this year. For the first time ever, Brigham Young, you know them, the team with the weak schedule, is the number 1 team in college football. The poll people, well, they figured they had to go with Brigham Young because everyone else is losing. Oklahoma's number 2, then it's Oklahoma State. Florida's 4th. Washington, a former number 1, is 5th. Texas drops to 6th. Nebraska, last week's number 1, loses to Oklahoma and drops to 7th. And then as you look at the rest of it, Ohio State, South Carolina, and Boston College. Now, you talk about your teams being overrated. Boston College, with 2 losses, getting a lot more recognition than it deserves because of its Heisman boy, quarterback Doug Flutie. Penn State and Pitt will wrap up this Saturday, and for the first time in a dozen years, the game will not be televised. Now, last week I told you that I found out from my sources that it was Pitt who did not want to be on TV. I said Pitt didn't want to draw any more attention to its disastrous season. Since then, we've heard that Penn State did not want to be on television because they felt they had been on enough already. They didn't want their game-going fans to think they'd be on every chance they got. Well, I received a couple of letters from Pitt fans letting me know who was really at fault. I've got one that kind of sums it up. Joe, where in the world did you fabricate that story you told about Pitt not wanting to be on TV? You sure have egg on your face. Okay, I do have egg on my face, no doubt about that, but I'm not the one who has to account to the state's thousands of football fans who want to see that game, and I'll have a lot more to say about that tomorrow. Well, there are 5 Eastern Conference games this Saturday. We're going to preview them all, starting with the C Championship game. Tim Carlson has the look.
Minersville and Shenandoah will be meeting for the 2nd time this year, the first game going to Minersville 12-0. Shenandoah would like to turn the score around this time behind the running of back Bob Motti. He was the key to the Devils' win over Susquehanna in the semifinal.
He broke our school record in that game. He has now 1,305 yards. So we're planning on coming out and doing what we did all year, and hopefully that we, like I said before, we could execute and we could get some complimentary running from Chris Knapp, and maybe John Guide will be back.
How do you feel about playing away from home in a big game like this?
Well, you know, if we would have won our division, we would have been playing at home, but we didn't, and we're just happy to be there. You know, I don't care if we're going to play Susquehanna or if we have to go down Minersville. It's a big thrill for us, and it's a big thrill for our football team and our town.
Minersville is rich in running backs. Matt Dorenzo has been the workhorse, gaining 120 yards in the semifinal win over Central Columbia before having to leave with an injury.
He'll be ready to go. We still have our other 5 backs to rely on. Billy Sims and Jarrett Ryan and Gary Ryan. So we might alter our game plan.
Are you confident in your passing game should you have to go to that if the running game does get shut down?
Yeah, we feel we can go to the air much better this year than we did last year. And we have confidence in Tom Showstall. He's a good quarterback.
Saturday afternoon, all the talk about this game won't mean anything. It'll be up to the players on the field to decide which team, Minersville or Shenandoah, is the best in the Eastern Conference Class C division. Tim Carlson, Newswatch 16 Sports in Minersville.
And tomorrow, we'll take a look at those 2B semifinals. The Pittsburgh Pirates are for sale. The Galbraith family's been losing money for years. They own 50% of that team. And no extra day for bear season. The season is over now. The 2-day harvest has been sufficient, and I'll have the statistics tonight on the update. But there is no 3rd day. That's all of it. Give tonight your best shot, and I'll see you at 11 o'clock.
Brigham Young University really have an easy schedule?
Well, it was easy compared to others who have fallen by the wayside.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
Real good job.
More on that at 11, too, huh? Thanks, Jill. We're going to raise another 16 salute in just a minute.
Tonight, we'll see a woman who has climbed many mountains and shares her experiences with everyone.
These are Texas Steer boots from Kmart, one of the best-selling leather boots in America. Good-fitting boots that have it all. Lasting full-grain leather uppers, insulated to well below zero. Tempered steel shank for extra support. Padded collar for comfort. Oil-resistant outer sole. And Goodyear welt construction. Now on sale for just $25. Texas Steer. Branded with value. Only at Kmart.
Kmart, we've got it, and we've got it good. Let's go to Hickory Farms, where there's always something new.
We're checking out our Christmas list.
Creating gifts for you.
With Christmas packs, all kinds of snacks.
And gifts for you-know-who.
You'll find a great selection there of gifts that show you really care.
We'll pack and ship them anywhere, straight from Hickory Farms.
Come in and try before you buy.
America loves Hickory Farms, where there's always something new.
You know, Jewel Corps Jewelers has over 5,000 gifts to be sold to people every day.
Wow!
And Santa happens to know that they have hundreds of them on sale right now.
Already?
Yes, this General Electric 10-cup Spacemaker coffee system comes with timer, clock, and fits neatly under kitchen cabinets. And now you can conveniently mount even this attractive GE can opener or slimline electric knife. All 3 GE appliances are practical, make great gifts, and are on sale
right now!
In tonight's 16 Salutes, a report about a Scranton woman with energy enough to spread some around. Newswatch 16's Frank Andrews introduces us to Donna Lamberti, who works with the handicapped to help them overcome their disability and enjoy life.
Donna Lamberti says life is too short to waste even a moment. She lives her life to the fullest, and as a counselor here at Scranton's Deutsch Institute, she tries to help other handicapped people have fun.
Hello?
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Keith. How are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Keith, I was wondering, I have a partial survey form completed on you, and I was just sort of interested in some of the things that you're doing with your leisure time.
Donna Lamberti's job is to help handicapped people overcome their disability and enjoy life. Her friends say she's an excellent teacher because she herself has overcome a disability that's kept her in that wheelchair for 28 years.
I think that a person with a disability has who's had the advantages that I've had, has the choice. Do they want to spend their life being bitter, or do they want to do something with their life? And I always think, well, I'd rather move ahead and be a productive person than to sit back and let life pass me by. Life is too short. I know that sounds funny, but it is. It's too short to waste it.
Donna has helped hundreds of handicapped people. She continues to make this area a better place for all of us. That's why Donna Lamberti gets a 16 salute and a pin as our way of saying thank you.
There isn't anything that you can't do if you don't try really hard.
Frank Andrews, Newswatch 16, Scranton.
If you'd like to tell us about someone you know who may deserve a 16 salute, write to us at 16 Salutes, WNEP TV, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton Airport, Avoca, Pennsylvania, 18641.
And that's Newswatch 16 for this Tuesday.
Be sure to join us tonight on The Update when we'll be telling you about the blizzard in the Poconos.
World News Tonight is next with, among other things, a warning about some Christmas toys.
For the team, thank you for joining us.
Enjoy your evening.